Hello, new backlit vlog. This is gonna annoy me. We gotta move again. Welcome to a new vlog. Not much is going on today. I need to catch up with sending people thank you letters like I said I would for everyone who got me Christmas presents. So I'm going through all the letters I got, all the DMs and the emails I got, and I'm writing everyone letters today. My dad just came over, as you saw. He was helping me assemble my bed that broke. So now it's in working order. Insert fat joke about how I broke my bed. Anyway. I can't believe the Breaking Dawn Part 1 bed breaking joke was right there, yet I went for the fat joke. Disgraced, rejected, publicly humiliated. Why, it's more than I can bear. More beer? What for? Nothing helps. When my dad came over, he brought me a book that had been mailed to my home address. HarperCollins sends me unsolicited books frequently. Most I've never heard of. So let's see what we have in store today. So hello, unboxing.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Okay, I love y'all, but the hair is going back up because I'm a sweaty gal. I'll just put it in like a high bitchy ponytail. I tried to make it bitchy, I just look like that girl from Napoleon. This book is a paperback, possibly an ARC. Like I said, never heard of it. It's from Ink Yard Press. The most anticipated queer book of 2020. Sold. So this comes out February. It is a debut novel. The tagline here is, can a girl who risks her life for books and an alien who loves forbidden pop music band together to save the planet from its otherworldly invaders? As much as the words alien made me do a double take, I also was a Obsidian stan back in the day, so I'm not gonna judge that too harshly. So this is a sci-fi book. I'm just gonna read the synopsis because it's succinct enough to merit doing so. 2 years ago, a misunderstanding between the leaders of Earth and an invading Ilori resulted in the death of 1/3 of the world's population. Today, 17-year-old Ellie Baker survives in an Ilori-controlled center in New York City. So like the aliens took over. All art, books, and creative expression are illegal, but Ellie breaks the rules by keeping a secret library. When young Ilori commander, Morris, finds Ellie's illegal library, he's duty-bound to deliver her for her execution, but Morris is a typical Ilori, and Ellie and her books might be a key to the desperate rebellion of his own. Okay, this sounds so sweet. So basically, the girl is like this rebel who wants to keep a library, and the guy who works for like the alien species is a little bit of a rebel. He's been trained his whole life to like execute people who participate in or make or hoard or listen to like music or art of any kind, but he has a soft spot for it. Like he's kind of interested in it. As we've discovered with my favorite book of the year being Sorcery of Thorns, I'm kind of obsessed with books about people who manage libraries. You could also call those, I don't know, fucking librarians. It says this is hashtag own voices, perfect for fans of Amy Kaufman, Jay Kristoff. So sometimes I'll get books like this in the mail and won't even talk about them on camera because I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll ever get to that, but I'm gonna give this one its own little spotlight. Also, the first paragraph of the prologue is, the invasion came when we were too distracted, raging against our governments to notice. Terror had a face, and we elected it. Is this an alternate universe where aliens took over and killed Trump? FBI, don't come at me, but like, I understand why it's the most anticipated book. Thank you, HarperCollins. Mini update of my life. I am currently reading A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. I'm on page 42 out of about 400. This is the sequel to A Curse So Dark and Lonely that comes out January 7th. So you'll be able to read this in like a week. Rosie, you nasty. She was licking on my Cheetos. I don't think y'all know this about my cat, but Rosie is a pig. She's a little piggy. If you throw her any food, she will eat it first before asking questions. When you give Gordo something, he'll have to sit there and sniff it and make sure it's good. Maybe taste it, maybe just walk away. Like, he's picky. But Rosie, you just hurl something at her and she's like, so I should be better about leaving food around, but clearly not. Anyway, where was I? This is the sequel to Curse of Dark and Lonely. The first book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. This main character has to break the curse of this prince that becomes a monster. He's the beast. And then this book picks up where there is like escalating political drama. This is a book I kind of wish I had the audiobook for, so I kind of want to wait till it comes out to read it, but I'm meeting the author on the 9th. so I really don't have time to do that. So once I finish doing all these cards, I want to sit down and get a little bit of the way into this. I don't have to go back to work until Thursday, which is the best news of my life, but then I only have to work for 2 days and I have a weekend again. I love where I work. We get the whole week between Christmas and New Year's off, so that's great. So like I said, I'm gonna go be a little pen pal and write some people some letters. I would do a time lapse of me doing that, but I don't want to dox my followers by writing all your addresses out. But yesterday I picked up this Belgian waffle from the store, so I'm going to devour her. I also have a nice tea and lemonade combo. I haven't seen my eyeshadow until I went to the bathroom just now. One of y'all could have told me it looks like this. Why is it suddenly so unblended? I don't know if it's this eyeshadow or my blending skills, but that looks terrible. I'm just gonna try and soften it and hope y'all don't see it. I tried my new palette this morning, the Ulta Beauty one. So it's like the Ulta brand of eyeshadows, and it's these 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. They're all kind of purpley. And apparently, a little difficult to blend. So I've written all of these, which is still only a fraction of the books I received. So I still have outgoing DMs to people. If you sent me a book, I can gesture up because they're all sitting up on my shelf up here because they don't fit in my bedroom. Let me know. I'll send you a card. It's the end of year, so I need to film end of year videos as well. Yeah, I'm committed. I'm gonna get together my list of top and least favorite books. Yeah, I've just decided that's what I want to do today. So one thing I've been doing recently with sit down videos that I used to never do is actually research. BookTube for a long time was a sit down and do it type thing, which is still fun. And I still do it that way frequently, like right now. Hello, thank you. But like these big end of year videos, I always need to have like an outline for myself. Rather than like going to my shelf, picking out my favorites and just sitting down and talking about them, I'm going to make a document. I'm going to count how many I have. Maybe I'll do a top 20 or 19 of 2019. I know I have a lot of favorites this year. And then I'll refresh myself on the synopsis because I don't want to sit there and start talking about it then be like, what is it about? If I need to, I might write like a 1-sentence summary for myself as like a little script. And then I know if I sit down and talk about multiple books I liked in a row, especially if I read them like at the beginning of the year, then I'll probably just put blanket statements on them. Like, it was so good. I loved this book. To give myself like a bigger word choice whenever I'm describing why I liked these books, I go back over my reviews and I reread the individual and specific things I liked. So that's maybe gonna be like a half-hour endeavor. I used to never do that, but now I just want to make sure that I'm putting forth content that I'm proud of. So I actually have a shelf on Goodreads called Faves of 2019, and there's 25 books on here, so I think I'm gonna have 19 books with a couple honorable mentions, but maybe I added some of these to this shelf at the beginning of the year and now I don't think they're my favorites anymore. Okay, I'm gonna get going on that. Hello. The plan was, oh shit, I almost knocked Bonnie over. I'm gonna continue my book. Shocking, right? I keep putting this off because I'm like, it's not that good, but it's just one of those books where it is good, but the idea of it isn't good. I'm on page like 50. It's fine. I like the characters, so as soon as I get going, I'll get going. But I purchased almond milk eggnog from Trader Joe's, and I haven't tried it yet. So I know Christmas is over, and I definitely need to get rid of this before like 2020. So I'm gonna taste some eggnog. Bon appetit. Is this what eggnog has tasted like this whole time? That's a tasty drink for something that's named so nasty. Eggnog? Who did that? It tastes like a frappuccino. It's like cinnamony and milky. It's like a frappuccino with no coffee, which is the best kind. Dang, I've been missing out on this eggnog thing for 22 years. But can we rename it? That's really tragic and misleading. What's your reading update?
Nothing. I finished Little Women a few days ago and now I'm taking a break.
You know what you should read?
No.
The Secret History.
No.
Everyone bully Bonnie into reading The Secret History. I'm willing to risk it all for you too. Where's a good boy? I just snacked a lot and I had a slice of cake and I feel so sick. But I've been in my apartment all day. I need a little break, so I'm gonna go walk to my mailbox. I'm gonna drop off all these letters. There's probably like 15 here in this stack. And while I'm down there, I'll check my mailbox. I doubt I'll have a package, but one can wish. I got a copy of my key that has Anna and Elsa on it. I have a brand. Yes, I'm currently crying. Mind your business. This book has me confused on multiple layers. So basically this entire book, they're searching for like the lost heir.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
And all these characters are keeping secrets from each other. And there's characters that are on the run. There's characters that are like forging political alliances. And it feels like this book is just like an easy A to B solution. And yet the author is making it go like this way, this way, this way, this way. And it's like you could have just talked to each other and figured that out. So it's not a bad book. It's just like, why are we doing all this when the solution is right there? It's not badly written or anything. So like the characters from book one are like more side characters in this book, and I'm not enjoying them in this story. So the prince has become like this throbbing giant asshole. I can't stand him. And Harper, who is the girl that is from Washington DC, so she's from like the real world, and she gets dragged to this fantasy world and she's having to like fake that she's a princess. I hate to say it, but she is so out of place in this story. Harper's dialogue and her presence in the story just feels so awkward and takes you out of the story because it's like this fantasy book in this other world, and yet she speaks with such modern dialogue and she has references and stuff that are like our real world. So this is a big complaint I had with book one, is that I couldn't stand that these parallel worlds were in one book together because I just wanted her to choose one or the other, because I really like the way that Bridget writes fantasy worlds and like the dialogue and sword fighting and the grittiness of everything. But then Harper being in the book kind of takes you out of that fantasy. But I still think it's gonna be like a 3.5 star book. It's just a lot of politics. And not gonna lie, I kind of read this book for some kissing.
There's no better like thing than, you know, like doing a lot of kissing.
So I wasn't ready for it to be like, anyway, here's war strategy for 200 pages. Because by the way, I made it to page 184. I've been working on this for a while, even though I've been getting distracted. I'm gonna try and get a good chunk of the way into this before the night ends, because now that I'm into the groove of reading it, I don't want to get out of the groove by stopping. The book is making me a little bit emo, because like when the prince tortures a young child, it kind of got to me. Also, there's just like plot elements of this that doesn't make sense. Like they're searching for this lost heir, and like 4 of the characters know who it is, but the prince can't figure it out. Every time 5, the prince is like, oh, we have to find him. It's like, dude, literally you're the only one who doesn't know. So that's just one of those plot things that it's like, why is this a thing that's being drawn out? Like, it's right there. So I'm kind of just messing around with my Amazon Fire Stick right now. So I've been doing the Arendelle Yule log, which is really like ASMR atmospheric, but I just found out there's a Spotify app, so I'm gonna try and log onto Spotify, and it says just open the app and then play a song and tap device. Oh, so I'll do my study playlist. Oh, Rosie's like, what is that? Also, you can tell I was using this as a tripod earlier. This is the trailer version of the Moonlight Sonata, and it is so gorgeous. Yes, I'm crying again, mind your business. I forgot to say, my study, reading, writing playlist is like 15 hours of classical music, movie scores. Put it on shuffle, enjoy, read your books to it, it's awesome. But fun fact, I slid in some fun songs in there, so if you hear the Monsters Inc. theme, or We Like to Party, or the SpongeBob Jellyfish Jam, that means you officially have a break. So take a 3-minute break for the duration of the song from whatever you're doing, and just enjoy the jams, man. Alright, back to crying about these characters making dumb decisions. I'm like half crying about this book, and half crying about this book reminding me of other books that make me sad. Does anyone else do that? Like, there's this little boy that just got tortured, and I'm like, oh my god, Anderson's in Sector 45 right now where James is, and James might be getting tortured by Anderson. And I started crying about Shatter Me. Oh, hi Gore, you gonna come comfort me? He's like, Mom's crying. We're gonna do a cheer up. Oh, Jared, get your feeties out. So now I have a companion for crying. But what I wanted to say was the playlist is public, so enjoy. This book just has the most beautiful prose. Those claws still look just as sharp. 9. Truly Pulitzer Prize material. So thought-provoking. So innovative. I'm losing my mind. What time is it? It's 1 a.m. I got distracted on Twitter for like 45 minutes, so I'm trying to read to make up for it. I just wanted to make a joke about that typo. One thing I will say is really cool about this book, other than the fact that what is this lighting? Hello? I'm at a point in the book where Ren and Harper aren't in it. God bless. This whole time I've been like, ugh, I hate how there's real world people in a fantasy world. For the first time, I had a moment of like, okay, so there's people that are from this fantasy world interacting with these people that are from America. They're talking about the prince and like why he's behaving the way he is, and everyone from the fantasy world is just like, he's a prince. But then one of the guys that's from Washington DC goes, oh, that's called PTSD. So it's this really clever way of talking about mental health in a fantasy book, because usually it's just kind of like hinted, like if someone has anxiety, like they feel nervous but they can't identify like, oh, this is generalized anxiety disorder, you know? So this is like giving a name to it in a world that typically wouldn't identify that, which is smart. So it gets brownie points for that. Also, I'm really enjoying this book now. It's picking up. It's explained a little bit of the things I had questions about, but it took 200 pages, so take from that what you will. I just think I like it more because it kind of took a dark turn. There's a lot more magic happening, and there's like a really dark creature. I've been adding a lot of tabs because a lot of the dialogue is getting really dry and witty, which I really enjoy. Gray is one of those like stoic characters. Like, I know this is maybe a little too fresh on everyone's minds, but like Geralt from The Witcher, he just has very little to say. He's straight to the point. He's smart, he's quick, he has a sharp tongue when he needs it. So like, I'm really happy this book is following him, because he, in my book right now, is far superior to Prince Ren, who is the love interest in book 1. And he's like the whiny prince that I'm really over with. I usually never go into this much detail when I talk about sequels, but hope you're enjoying these minor spoilers. I'm so tired. I just want to collapse in bed and go to sleep, but I only just remembered to put my sheets in the wash, so I still have to wait for them to dry for like 45 more minutes. So I think I'm gonna put on YouTube and watch Unwrapped. Which that sounds really random, but whenever I was in middle and high school and I had anxiety, I would fall asleep with my TV on to comfort me, and I still do that when my anxiety is bad. And one of the shows that I would watch, because it was on at like midnight whenever I would go to bed on school nights, is Food Network Unwrapped. And it talks about like how different foods are made. And there's some episodes on, I think, Netflix, but if not, definitely YouTube. At this point, it's just like comforting for me. And I'm not anxious right now or anything, but I just like, I want to be all snuggled and cozy and like watching something nostalgic. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna watch for the 50th time how Disneyland makes its ice cream cones. Final update for A Heart So Fierce and Broken. I made it to page 245, which is just a little over halfway. It's getting good. But there's a brewing romance that I probably should have seen coming, but I'm not loving it, which is uncharacteristic of me because I'm always down for romance. I don't know, I just see Gray being a solitary character. I don't know where this is gonna go. Maybe it's just because the girl is underdeveloped, but yeah, it's getting to some angst and I'm just like, I was here for like the dark magic. I wasn't here for kissing, which is the opposite of how I felt at the beginning of this. So clearly I don't know what the mood is. So with that being said, I'm ending off the vlog because I'm gonna watch TV then fall asleep. I just peed. Well, my wash is done. I guess that ruins my plans for watching Unwrapped. You're gonna beep at me again? It's been 10 seconds. Yep, I heard you the first time. Good night, everyone. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold. Fuck. Something is familiar, like a dream I can reach, but not quite hold. I don't like the song, but not from the cold. No, it's not. You have secrets too, but you don't have to show yourself. I don't know what's the tune. Show yourself. Okay, gotta clear my throat. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? I can't. 60th time's the charm. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? Show yourself. Fuck! Are you the way I finally find out why? Show yourself. Oh, flat. Step dancing. That's the wrong lyric. Oh my god, eventually I'll get this. I'm gonna get so tired of singing the first verse. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? Show yourself. I'm ready to learn how. I've never felt so certain. All my life I've been told. Oh, I just ruined it doing that high note. I haven't even gotten to the last half of this song yet. I just sang the first verse like 30 times. I've never felt so certain. All my life I've been torn. But I'm here for a reason. Could it be the reason I was born? Don't make me wait one moment more. You're the one you've been waiting for all of my life. And yet Disney wouldn't hire me to play Elsa. should I just try a different song? I'm really tired of singing this song over and over. I feel like that take wasn't even that good. Okay. I don't want to watch this advertisement. I'm not Aurora, I can't do those notes. Oh, are you out there? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? Bottom's my favorite part. Do you know me? Can you show me? Fuck. Why is that wrong? Do you know me? Can you feel me? Can you show me? I don't want to take a breath there though. I like the connection. Are you out there? Do you know me? Do you feel me? Can you show me? Is that a tune? Again. Can you show me? Nope. Can you feel me? Can you show me? That was it. So, for everyone asking why I don't post full covers, that was for you. I'm so critical. If I had a recording booth and I could like put pieces together that I like, I can't sing a full song in one take because I mess up on something that I'm like, nope, can't post it. I'm done singing Frozen. Enjoy.